Hey family, all praise to the source that is in us, that is part of us, that we are part of, because of course we are. So I had a nightmare last night, and I tried to do this video like, this will be the 21 time that I tried to do this video. And it was weird, because it was a nightmare, but I woke up, you call it dream, call it dream. I woke up, and when I woke up, I was screaming, no, all loud. I'm in a place where I can't yell and stuff, so. And it was just, I was very vivid, and it seemed like very real. I know dreams are not dreams, but it seems like I went to the future, which is weird to see some of the things that was going to occur. So I've been seeing people like Kamaru and other folks talking about it's going to be worse than slavery, and it's going to be hard for the men. It's going to be harder for the women. This is what he was talking about. And then today he came with a video, and the video was how there was going to be people who was gay, right, was gonna be getting luring people to their houses in those last days so they could eat them. So it coincides with my dream because I know something the government's been doing is getting men to be like, I don't need that chick, fuck her, I don't need her, wife act stupid, I ain't gotta deal with my wife, I'll get somebody else type shit. I know it comes to tell you that's wrong. I know for you females, they've been telling you you need your man and all this dumb stuff. It's all wrong. This is a strategic plan to divide and conquer. This video is still up, and it's weird because I woke up. I still thought I was in a dream. It's weird, but freaking out. I was screaming no when I woke up. And hold on, the reason being is because in the dream, in that particular dream, I was there, but I was just like a spectator. And I was walking around, right? But I was really there. There was only a couple of people who was there spectating. It was like we were spectating, we were watching. But in this dream, I saw myself. I saw myself in this dream walking, and this couple started to argue. And when he was arguing, I saw myself tell them to stop, don't argue. We cannot be arguing at this time. Around this time, and there was no food, there was no water. People were learning how to live. Their bodies were learning how to eat off the sun, live off the sun. So it seemed to be very important that the man and woman were very tight, basically inseparable. Um, and in this dream, I seen, it was like in the dream, the source was like, watch this. And it would take you to a scene where it'd be a man and woman, and man arguing. And the scene would play off like there'd be a gay woman who didn't look gay, or a gay man who didn't look gay, or a straight man who wasn't a man, vice versa for a woman or man to try to trick you. So basically what I'm saying is in my dream, a woman was coming to trick men and lure them to their homes because they was arguing with their spouse and she ate them. Not just one, there's a whole bunch of different women. So these women were not women, they were reptilians. And also there were men doing the same thing to women, luring them to their house saying, fuck that man, you don't need him. And when they got y'all to the house, they ate y'all. They're reptilians, but they looked like tall, dark, handsome men. You know, and they had collateral, they had stuff that was valuable for at that time because money didn't mean anything. So they had like fake fruit and stuff. And it wasn't really real fruit. It was fruit that was made like in a laboratory that they had somehow. And men, the women lured y'all with food too, and y'all went and y'all got ate. And they were good looking women and decent looking men. And, you know, they were tall. And they looked like us, but they wasn't. And the women would get beat. So I asked the source in my dream, I said, what is this really about? Said, keep watching. So the kids were arguing with their parents, disobeying their parents. I seen a child get eaten. I seen a mom get eaten for yelling at her child, or a dad too. One scene, the mom and dad got eaten, And so you can't even argue with your child. If your child doesn't want to get it, you just try to talk to them. If they don't get it, don't even argue with them because you can't save them at that point if they don't get it. And you put yourself in jeopardy. As far as husband and wife go, the kids don't argue with your family because they're going to be fighting a war. The kids are not going to be fighting these battles. It's up to the adults. This is going to be a grown man's game. Like the dream told me, grown man's game. That the adults are going to be fighting these battles. There will be no children fighting these battles. Um, One, the reason because they're going to be too reckless. They're not going to do exactly what they're supposed to do, and they'll get out of hand instead of understanding what has to be done. So, which is really weird. I mean, first of all, I get out of here too. Sorry, already. But in this dream, it's important I tell you the dream. But in this dream, right? What else? I seen children get like snatched up by. It seems something like a hell monkey with wings come down and scoop them and snatch them. Something like off the Wizard of Oz, almost like they snatched them up and they ate them. Like the parents couldn't even do anything. Um, for some reason, I don't know why. And in the dream, it was like the people were partners, but they were superhero partners. And we was about to get our abilities, but as we was about to get our abilities, there was a spirit going to and fro all over the earth to all the millionaire couples who were the super people so that they could get them to argue. Because if he can get them to argue, he could bring the deception, which is bringing a man who's not a man, a woman's not a woman, to get them to get away from their spouse so that they can lure them to a place where they can eat them. So this to me is like if you have any beef with your spouse, period, over anything, especially in those days. Squash some really y'all should squash every single beef y'all have right now for practice and just keep doing it that way because you're not gonna have time to argue. I've seen people getting just a man getting, kind of thrown off because the woman made him mad or same thing the woman and they walk off not wanting to deal with their spouse and because they have been divided, the devil could conquer them. As long as we're together in those last days, he cannot beat us. The minute we separate from each other, walk away because we're mad at each other, he can go ahead and conquer you. And that was basically the dream. Now, in the video dude showed, they were talking about these chicks who've been paid by the government who were gay to lure women to try to practice to get them to turn gay. But the whole point was they can get you drunk, get you to their house, they can easily kill you and eat you. These actually are not people. These are things that are not even human. They're not us and they're not them. And they're practicing this because there's going to be no food, no water, and they're going to want to eat. So this is going to be a deception going on. We have to watch out for. It's going to be a lot of those things. And that's why it's funny. It keeps on saying this is a grown man's game. So this is a grown man's game. We'll be fighting a battle. So none of us grown people can afford to be fighting each other. We have to work out problems, especially boyfriend and girlfriends and spouses, husband and wives, definitely. Y'all have to work your difference out ASAP. As soon as you have a problem, come to a conclusion, squash it. Don't get mad at your spouse. That's what this enemy wants that's going to and fro. And he's doing on purpose. How come the lights always get brighter when I come down? They can start shining at you. That's weird. Okay, did it again. Well, anyways, I think it's sucking some of my energy. But peace and love and get away from this light. Love it.